That was close. Hey guys. Oh my God. I totally thought I closed the whole thing out. I'm just, hold on, guys. Let me just silence my phone. Bum, bum, bum. Hi, how's everyone doing? How are you guys doing? Yes, Lauren, the link is working. Hold on, let me just. Here we go. All right, if you guys would like to purchase, if you guys want to purchase an expedite, we have quite a few different expedites available today. I have one that I haven't rolled out in a long time, a long time. So first off, hello, my name is Emma from Emma Evolving. I don't know. And let me turn that off, get my mind all settled. So today for expedites, we have, of course, the biospiritual scan. We have the Claire Tarot. Holy shit, I got a big ass zit. Daddy, do you see this shit? I got a volcano on my throat. Okay. Rush, take that out. Take that out. Oh my God, I never get pimples on my throat. Anyways, that adds to my sexy, right? Yes. Right? Okay. Yes. Do you want to lick it? What? Would you like to lick my volcano? Oh, guys, you know, I'm so sorry. I had a different window covering this window, and I totally forgot we were live. Anyways, I have the Phoenix Fire Shield upgrade. As a phoenix rises from her ashes, so shall you rise from the efforts of others to tear you down. So much negativity has been flung around by so many. All of these negative intentions get absorbed into our shields. Sometimes our shields can tolerate the onslaught. Sometimes auric shield damage occurs. The Phoenix Fire Shield upgrade creates a protective buffer zone composed of Phoenix Fire coating to transmute any attempts to negatively affect us. This buffer zone not only absorbs most of the negative energy before it touches our shields, it also has the Phoenix's ability to transmute the energy in such a way as that we can then begin to use it as fuel for our rise back to our greatness. I also have the Phoenix Fire Clearing, born of the lineage of the first Phoenix Empress. I do possess the coating to clear disharmonic energies from your field using the sacred feminine flame of the Phoenix Rising. This expedite will burn up even residual energies that have been negatively impacting your organic ascension process. So there's been much of the readings that I've done have been about bullshit like black magic stuff. So we're going to burn all of that up. If you're having issues with that kind of stuff, this is the perfect opportunity to really get some potent assistance, okay? I also have the Shadow Shield and Armor activation. All the shadows rising, it has become difficult to discern what is of benefit for us and what isn't. This activation gifts you with a shield from the shadows and armor to protect you from unnecessary attempts to access your energy. This has been such a huge issue lately. People accessing other people's energy. I will say this. If I catch you doing that, I'm going to take off my chancla and I'm going to throw it across the room at you. Okay? That's not good behavior. So we also have the dark seed removal. There has been noted a growing prevalence of dark code being seeded into the unaware. Our curiosity has quickly become an entry point for deceptive practices of dark ones. This expedite will seek out and remove the seeds from which the dark coding is anchored into your morphogenetic template. And because there's all this BS that's been going on, like I'm not surprised if y'all have been experiencing a lot of trauma. Who the hell does that? Assholes do. They exist. They exist. Yeah, there are people who exist who think they're just above the laws of sovereignty and don't need to ask. Okay, so we got the past life trauma release. Because of this Mercury retrograde that had just finished, all of that purgative energy really cleared much of what was layered on top of the trauma, because we just keep stacking stuff over and over and over and over and over. So much of that was removed. Let's see. This accelerated work will facilitate the expedited processing of these traumas so as to minimize our discomfort and struggle. When you have past life issues that bleed into this life, it often presents as like fears or phobias, anxiety that really you don't know why you feel this way. You don't know why you're scared. You don't know why you have anxiety. Typically, it has to do with past life trauma bleeding over into this one. I also have anointing of the chrism. The oil of Christ is a substance within the human body, emerging of the Father, Joseph energies, of the pineal, and the Mother, Mary energies of the pituitary. This bodily secretion circulates through the spinal fluids and then through the whole body. This oil of Christ is tied to the crucifixion, originally defined as capitalized to gain or profit. Of the human soul, a process by which we gain entrance through the knowing, gnosis, of the truth of our birthright. This expedite will accelerate and support the natural process in which the oil of Christ is created and crucified, raising up your potentiality to regain and realize access to your birthright. And then finally, these last two I haven't offered in a long time. The last expedite is the Jehovian seal removal. They're often shortened and called J seals. So to create earth energy grid distortions, what's that?
That's what the J seals do for?
Yeah, Jehovian seals.
Okay.
He's on his ascension path. I'm just saying. Oh, that's so sexy. Anyways, to create Earth energy grid distortions, the Anunnaki placed Jehovian seals to phase lock Earth and all of her inhabitants into lower dimensional levels of existence. And if you guys are not aware what phase locking means, it simply means creating enough distortion within your coding, within your energetic pathways that prevent you from ascending higher, because that's a natural part of our process. So because of the laws of reciprocal reflection, whatever happens to the earth, because we exist on her surface, we will reflect that condition. So as the Anunnaki went ahead and put these seals, and the J seals are the only seals there are. There's quite a few other different types of seals, but we talk about that another day. Today we're talking about the J seals. They place it in certain key locations correlating to the Earth's chakras. And then we totally now reflect. The Jehovian seals, like I said, they phase lock us. These seals are along specific lines of energy along the human body. It tends to be on the left side. It blocks part of our organic DNA activation process, strands 3 and 4. It blocks higher dimensional frequencies to inhibit the expansion of our consciousness. This expedite will remove those seals. La la la. Let's sing some Christmas songs. No, let's not. I'm not big on Christmas. I'm just big on whatever excuse I can have to just be big. I'm joking. I don't know what that was about. It just felt right. It just felt right to say that. I don't know. Maybe I had too much tea today. Oh, that's what we're doing. I was like, well, who's going to start? I got to do my phone. Okay, here we go, guys. First, let me clean this. Let me take my trusty sock and clean my phone with it. It's only partially used. Don't worry. It's just the toes. Who is this girl? You know, I made a meme for myself. You guys want to hear it? You guys want to hear what it says? It's just text. There's no visual to it. It's just a graphic. It says Jesus needs to take your electronic device and revoke your social media access. Sometimes I have conversations with myself and I'm just like, girl, Jesus needs to revoke your 444. Let's get started. All right. So you guys know how this goes. I said that with authority too. That was
Number war.
his number war time. Wait. You guys don't start. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. I got a number. All right, go ahead. Get started. I'm breathing hard. I'm breathing super hard. Whew. Oh, I need to explain. So for the first one to comment the number, let me just calm myself down because okay. Hopefully 1965, you won. It was 59. There you go. Hopefully 1965, you won. We're just gonna leave it at that. I just, yeah. It's because the Russian is here. The rowdy Russian. Oh, hold that. All right. Hopefully 1965. Congratulations. You've won. Is this mic on? They're still guessing.
No, they're done.
Is this mic on? Are they? Mine's still showing them guessing. Brianna, it should be okay to get whatever you need done while you're pregnant. The way my energy works, it will always honor your little jelly beans needs first. Okay. We love the gummy bears. Let's get 1969 some cards. 65. You knew what I was saying. That was a blur, wasn't it? Yeah, call me the blur. All right, guys. All right. Do you like my thermos? Oh my God. So we're sold out of one of the versions. Well, I was being greedy. I was like, I don't want to let go of all the crystals. So I'm only going to put a couple. I guess I could look and see what crystals I could have go to a new home. I guess. All right, 1965. Here we go. Ooh. All right. So you've just been through some stuff, okay? You've definitely been through some stuff. Card number 1. After this, girl, are you crying? You're not crying, are you? Card number 1, after the storm. So, yeah, no. I'm just saying. Yeah, no, I said that. I'm owning it. I said, fuck twins. Just stay on your side. Tell them that. Or her. Whatever. Tell them. All of them. Tell all of them to stay on their own side. Card number 1, after the storm. So you have been through a pretty major storm. I'm assuming it's a twin storm. Those are the worst. So yeah, no, fly away. You definitely flew away. Okay. This is your dignity. This is your courage. This is your sense of self-worth, self-love. That is your journey back to yourself. You're flying away from all of that ugly. All right. Rightfully so. But here's the thing. That ugly really helped you to begin to see the true you. Without having experienced that, your sense of worth, it wasn't as deep as it's becoming right now. It wasn't as deep. There's just a lot of emotions rising up. It's almost this feeling that you're getting to a point, or you've just gotten to the point where you really recognize, like, that wasn't right. I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve any of that. I deserved way more than that. And I'll say this. I'll say this. There are a lot of people, not everyone who says this, but there are a lot of people who say, like, I deserve better. And it's like, no, boo. That's a sense of entitlement. With you, you really have been selling yourself short. You know, it's not just the line of you deserve better. No, you really were selling yourself short in every way, shape, and form, even with like work, with friendships, with pretty much all of your connections. Yeah, you did take too little for too long. You really intentionally depleted yourself. And it wasn't that you didn't like yourself. It just, on some level, you recognized what you were doing and you felt that certain decisions you made in the past, this was your way of atoning for it. And there was really nothing to forgive. It was just your inability to let that time go. Okay. So card number 39, free from judgment, free to love. As you're going through this next phase of your journey, you're definitely freeing yourself from judging yourself, freeing yourself from this cycle that you had established and perpetuated for a long time of, you know, not loving yourself fully. Again, it wasn't like your intention was to really hurt yourself, but you knew that it would hurt, and you totally were like, well, you know what? That's just kind of what I get. That's how life is. Oh, don't cry. Well, actually, no, go ahead and cry. Cry as much as you need. Know that it's cleansing all of that away. Okay? I hope that helps you. All right, guys and gals, let's pick another number. Let me see. Try to find a number. Ooh, I got one. All right, I got a number. Pick a number from 1 to 100. The first number that I see that matches what I wrote will win a Claire Tarot. Ooh, and if you wanted to purchase an expedited request, shebang. What? Why is it not shebanging?
There's so much shebang.
There, shebang. Oh wait, I wasn't looking at the numbers. I'm not that talented.
There's so many numbers.
Now I'm looking. Now it went too fast. Damn.
It's really fast.
Now I can't see. Daddy, this is the number. I see it. Oh, shit. Melissa Bernard, you got it at 23. 23. All right. Yo, no soy marinero. Let's do this. Do I need a different deck? Let's do this anyways. All right. Here we go. Dear sweet baby Jesus, no twin shit. I'm joking. Let me just shuffle one more time. You guys, I have like a really wicked sense of humor today. Oh, wait. Okay, girl, you're going through something internally. I don't know if you're fully aware of it yet, but you're going through something internally that is causing you to shift your gaze up. This really tells me, I should show you the card, huh? This really tells me that you're getting ready to reach an even higher level of existence, of consciousness. You're not worried about getting stung. You know that there is potentially sweetness with this. You know that you're blossoming no matter what. You're kind of just in awe. If you look at that, you're kind of just in awe of what this might allude to. The what? Card number 20, softly, softly, the tender touch. Communication either is about to begin or needs to be pushed a little bit more. I don't like saying that. I don't like saying that, but that's your message. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Oh my gosh. For every tear you shed, the individual sheds two silently. That is just deep. Wow. So she has quite a few. They shed two. They shed two, not you. You shed one, they shed two. But theirs is more quiet, so it's not really. Ah, don't say that. No, clear, push it all down. Push it back down, girl. Push it back down. Eh, no, don't push it back. Don't listen to me. I'm on one today. So, um, the pearls of wisdom. The pearls of wisdom are all around the high heart area, all around the crown. These are dark pearls. These are dark pearls. So this wisdom is coming from so many different um, cycles of darkness that the two of you have, lived through separately. 71% at 456, 64, 21, 21, 52. What? Lots of numbers. I love this shit. Okay. So card number 24, new birth, guarded vigilantly. So Michael has a sense of humor. I was like, what? I thought for a second that was a chain. I thought for a second that was like a designer chain or something. Michael got jokes. The reflection looked like what you know what I'm talking about, right? I was like, okay, stop. New birth, guarded vigilantly. So, Medusa Chainomi said Illuminati. Okay, let me. Yeah, yeah. You're both still in a process of shedding. If you look at her, she got like a wicked case of eczema or psoriasis or something. Spiritual eczema, spiritual psoriasis. Oh, well, shit. That's really significant. That's really significant. Okay, so first off, I've had this deck for so many years. I've never noticed that she's all flaky and scaly. And I have eczema. Okay, I ain't trying to single out people with dermatitis, dermal issues. I have dermal issues. Okay, I'm just saying. But I never noticed she had dermal issues too. Don't use hydrocortisone. Don't use steroids. Okay, so what I know, because I do literally have issues with my skin like that. Usually when you have a flare up of eczema, that has to do with your organs being basically in a crisis stage. There's so much toxicity, they're overloaded. It's toxicity overload, and the body is trying to get rid of it as quickly as possible. And what's the biggest organ that it could remove it through? Your skin. And so this is telling me that one or both of you is in, oh shit. One or both of you is in the process of just excreting at a very quick rate. I don't think it's conscious either. At a very high speed, as much toxicity as possible. It's a purging. And then on top of that, with the psoriasis, psoriasis is not an allergy. It's actually an autoimmune condition. And so this tells me that One or two of you is going through like a really purgative phase, and one or two of you, you're needing to heal this. It's almost like a self-loathing. Okay, it's probably not something that's being spoken about, but it's definitely something that's needing to be consciously acknowledged very soon. It's a very subtle sense of self-loathing. Most people don't know that psoriasis isn't it's not an allergy type thing. Oh shit. And then I'm also being told or reminded, most people when they suffer from psoriasis, it's the back of the hands, back of the arms, and then also the scalp. The scalp is a very, very common area for people to suffer like really intense bouts of psoriasis. Well, here's the thing. You have, okay, so the front of your palm sends out, the back pulls in. They're diotic and meiotic points. The energy you're pulling in, it's like you're fighting the energy, the replenishment from entering your space. And then the crown space, you're fighting the leveling up. So I'm pretty sure it's not you, girl. I'm just saying, I got you. I'm pretty sure it's not you. I'm pretty sure it's whoever it is. Whoever it is. You have to message again. I stuck the cards in randomly because I like to stick them in randomly. And then I just cut the deck and this card came back up. So no, again. Like again. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know, but that's what I'm told. You have to message again. So you kind of decide what that means, or if that's just confirmation that you had already, I don't know. I'm going to drink my tea, swish it around and rinse out some of the salt. Yeah. I just had to rinse that out a little bit because I wanted to say some things that I really shouldn't be saying. Yes, it's all outside your comfort zone. That's, yeah, it is. That's right. Well, I think it might be partially you. If it's out of your comfort zone and you're refusing to leave the comfort zone, then it at that point it would partially be you as well. Yeah, partially. Primarily them. I'm just saying, I got you, girl. Let's see. Let's do one more. Let's do one more.
One more?
Oh, well, how many have we done?
2.
Don't I usually do 3?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I'll let you do one more then.
Excuse me. You will let me? Let's sit on your face, see how you talk after that. I am so not sorry that you witness how I speak to this man. I'm just saying, y'all keep talking like that? You want to test me? Just because we live, you think I'm not going to say? Hold on, guys, hold on. Let me find the number. All right. I got the number. Let us see. Yeah, he's used to the way I talk to him. He don't care. He doesn't care. Do you like that I talk to you that way?
Well,
huh? See? He don't listen. He don't listen. Hold on. You guys, this is a bit fast. You're overloading my senses. Daddy, this is the number. I cannot see. I'm really trying to focus.
It's not there yet.
I'm really trying to focus.
It was close earlier.
Was it?
Oh, see, it's getting up there.
If I scrunch my face enough, I wonder if I can zoom in. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that
No,
wasn't.
that's not it. Oh, one off, yo.
Okay. Shh. It's close. Wait, oh, no, that's it.
That's not it.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it.
Where is it?
I saw it.
Which one is it? What was it again?
Wait, is it the right number?
That's not the number.
Oh, it is. It is. It is. Natural Mystic, you won at 86. Natural Mystic. Yeah. All right. Let it wash over me. Natural Mystic, are you ready? Are you ready?
They're still going.
Congratulations, Natural Mystic. Is Natural Mystic here? I know, my screen's a blur too. My screen is totally a blur. All right, there's Natural Mystic. There they are. Let's get you some cards, Natural Mystic. All right. Here goes. Ooh. Sorry. Yeah. Interesting. You've been going through something. A lot of people have been going through something. What's interesting is your screen name is Natural Mystic, but the way the cards look, card number 33, which would be the number of the Ascended Masters. Card number 42, 4 plus 2 is 6, which is about the number of receiving, receiving the gifts from the Ascended Masters. But your eyes are closed. So I'm definitely wondering, because I'm feeling as though you do have abilities. This is a subject matter that fascinates you, obviously, by your screen name. But it's this sense that something has been initiated in your life that has really forced you to kind of shun all of this. Like you had to turn the other way, look the other way, close your eyes, really avert the eyes to these special, beautiful gifts that you have. And it seems like card number 9, what do you feel? You've been redirected to focus on the mundane, everyday, like day-to-day worries about life. So I don't know if there was maybe a job loss, a change in residency where maybe the rent went higher or you lost a roommate or something. But it just feels like whatever happened, and I hope I'm reading this wrong, but it feels like whatever happened was definitely parasitic in nature. It's almost this sense that you were, I guess the most accurate way I could articulate what I'm getting is like you were victimized by circumstance. And this was intentional to derail you from your spiritual progress. And I can't really say that, oh, forget about all this other stuff and dive deeper into the spiritual practice. Because let's get real here. All of us have to pay to exist. Until we do something about this system of false fiat, we all have to make some false money, some fake money. So, damn, this is difficult. Yeah, see, it's like you're throwing it away. The orange, um, the orange fruit, it's like a combination of your sacral energy along with your solar plexus. So it's like this circumstance. Oh shit. So it's been prolonged. Cause see right here, and you haven't been able to speak about it. Like your transformation, part of it has to do with you speaking up about what you've been going through. When you say you've been under psychic vampire attack for 25 years, what do you mean? If anyone is printing dollar bills, please don't admit that on my live stream. I don't want to be an accessory to the fact. Oh, you had to close down. Because what I was gonna say, it's like you tossed it away. See that? The sweetness of the mingling of that sacral energy where you're birthing things, you're creating things, and that yellowish energy that comes from the solar plexus, which leads to the feeling of personal power. It made you powerful to be able to do all of this, but then you got stuck with a Granny Smith apple, the green apple, which tends to be tart, you know? So it's like, that's kind of what's going on right now. So it's your son's father. Hold on. Moderator, shield up, please. We have liar B energy mimicking. I hope that helps you, natural mystic. There definitely has been an attempt on you to derail you from developing your spiritual gifts. It's been an intentional attempt to keep you uh, in a perpetual state of like fight or flight. So that way you don't focus on your gifts. When you can, and this is going to be very challenging, but it's not impossible. Okay. It's definitely going to challenge you, but it's not impossible. You have to fight for the opportunity to develop your gifts. That's what's going to save you in the end. This is just going to continue to perpetuate. So you've been dealing with it for so long at this point. It's kind of just like it's your reality for now, but it doesn't last forever. It's just been a prolonged period. It's like you've been stuck in a pause, like a hiatus. Okay. You're trying to work with Michael. This is going to sound weird. Okay. Stop working with Melchizedek. I'm told to tell you that. Stop working with Melchizedek. I think what's going on, I think your son's father, and I don't know him, so I don't really like to talk badly of people I don't know, but this is the information that I'm getting. Your son's father was used as a Trojan by very ancient beings. And this was to access you, to get you to be in a very compromised emotional and mental state so that they can introduce a mimic into your space. Yeah. So I believe there is a very, very high likelihood the Melchizedek you are working with is a mimic. Okay. So, you know, I don't know what you're going to want to do with that, but I would stop working with it. I definitely would. You can say anything to an angel. If they're truly an angel, they won't have an ego that will take offense to it. They'll understand you come from a lower level of consciousness and you don't really know any better. You can say anything to an angel. I have my little tantrums and I talk mad shit to Michael, and he's just like, "You need a nap." I don't need a nap. Don't be telling me when to sleep. All right, let's go ahead and start. So, where does this start? Okay. Oh, I think it's right here. All right, Elizabeth Sapita. No, I'm sorry, wrong one. Hold on. Hold on. There's a lot of. Hold on. No. Those are too early. Okay, let me just screw my head back on right. Okay. Sorry about that. Nicole Plant. Nicole Plant. Are you here, Nicole?
She is.
Hello. Hello, Nicole. So we have past life trauma release. Let's go ahead. And if you guys would like to purchase an expedite, there is the link. I'm not going to keep that link open for too much longer. All right. Here we go. Let me just get a song, okay, Nicole? Breathe very deep and slow. Please shut the link down. How do you feel? Can you please shut the link down? Awesome. Awesome. Make sure you stay seated for a little bit longer. You might have an uptick of energy in, I don't know, maybe like 2 to 5 minutes, and that might cause you to feel dizzy. Okay. So make sure you stay seated a little bit longer. All right, Catherine Garland.
What are
Okay.
you looking for?
No, I'm reading the question. All right, Catherine, let's go ahead and do some cards for you first. What the? Do you see just me, Nick's comment?
Mhm.
Okay. Um, what do you mean, Pisces defined, that I close apps down on a computer? Yeah, I have the ability to shut down the link. Well done. I'm told to get some from this deck as well. You're welcome, Nicole. All right. So, you are going through this beautiful phase, card number 48, of hope and happiness. With this, with the numbers 4 and 8, this really tells me that you were coming into your own. You are recognizing your personal power. You are reunifying all your parts. You're bringing it all back to you, kind of like a soul convergence. And then with that, as you are really getting into the groove of that and really beginning to accept it and letting go of all old patterns, because you've been doing so much work with this. Card number 10, Neptune, sacrifice. This card comes up, and notice the green coloring. I believe I believe this card has to do with black magic. Hold on. Yeah. The whole idea of compassion is based on a keen awareness of the interdependence of all these living beings, which are all a part of one another and all involved in one another. And so you have 48% on your phone. That's awesome. You're being directed into an area which may feel like it's unknowable. Surrendering to the mystery may work best now. So with this card, You can expect disappointment and reverie, refusing to look at what's real or simply being unable to, as well as seeing enemies as friends and vice versa, are all traits brought on by this watery planet. There's a lot of foolery going on around you. A lot of attempt to try and flip your filter back around so that everything is distorted again. So Neptune represents glamour, the word glamour coming from the French word grimoire and connected to the word grammar, meaning to create magic or cast a spell. So you definitely, oh, can you reopen the link?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys. I just got excited about closing the link. Sorry. But there's things being done. Okay. It's an attempt. It's definitely an attempt. With this card, you want to be absolutely clear and out front with everything. This planet is a planet of sacrifice, so you may be asked to sacrifice something, usually related to ego, for some greater good. And I think it has to do with your expectation about going on a date. You were at risk of falling back into old cycles where, codependency type things were probably going to circle back around. And because you're in a slightly fragile state, meaning it's not that you're damaged, but you're raw because you've sloughed off quite a few of your layers. It's like you got a really bad sunburn and your skin is peeling, so it's raw. So that's what I mean by fragile state. Like you would feel things on a much deeper level than what is needing to be felt. So if you were to start over with another cycle of like codependency type circumstance, emotionally unbalanced relationship, it would probably have turned out way worse than other relationships you've had. Excuse me. Hold on. Can you give me one of the candle magic?
What?
One of the candle magic that I made. If you go to the right, there's one that's already been burned. The bottom with the rest of the candles. Do you see that?
No.
It's a smaller. And if I can have my torch. Sorry, Catherine. Oh, you did. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you've been cycling everything. There's also been, you're not the only one cycling things. I want you to know that. It's not that you're reverting because, you suck. And no, it's not that at all. Everyone's been cycling through quite a bit. Everyone's been cycling through all kind of old lessons, old circumstance, and it's really something that's going to challenge you to rise up higher. I feel like you're going to do it anyways. You just need this little bit of time to readjust and know that you're not going to choose to repeat cycles. Fire element, desire, card number 37. This card tells me you know what you want. At this point, you don't want more of the old same stuff, So I have no doubt that you're going to go ahead and do what you're needing. Card number 31, be spontaneous. Instead of going out on a date, take your on a date with an individual. Take your inner child out on a date. Begin really enjoying the time you spend by yourself. The thing that I'm concerned about, not really concerned, but if I was going to be concerned about something, what my concern would be focused on is you seeing the time you spend alone as like work time. Like, okay, this is time I have to be alone because I have to do my work, my soul work. And you have to shift that. This is the part of your journey where your time alone is very sacred time. It's time where you could be intimate with yourself and really have deep conversations with yourself, really begin to enjoy your own company. That's what's needing to happen at this point. Because if not, you're going to keep trying to uh, what do you call it? Connect with something that's not really balanced or tangible. You know, it's going to be some fleeting thing that like, well, I thought it was something that was going to be good, and then you're just going to feel disappointed. They want you to feel disappointed so that you choose to revert back to what you were doing before. Yeah, see card number 35, culmination of a vision. There you are. You know, this journey that you're on, it's about a culmination of all your efforts, not just one phase of the journey. So definitely make sure you begin really choosing to enjoy the time that you're spending on your own. All right. Because yes, at first it was almost like a quarantine type thing so that you could really focus on your self healing. You're no longer there. You know, you've graduated past that stage. So just remember that. All right, let's go ahead and start with the rest of your auric field. Um, Catherine, activate your AOK and burn. Let's see. I'm just trying to find a song. Keep burning, girl. Burn it hotter. Burn your field until everything melts. I'm going to plug you into solar energy, okay? This plug is going to go into your AOK. Burn everything hotter. Burn everything until the fire turns blue. Focus, Catherine. Double the flame. Don't worry about breaking anything in your field. Whatever we break, I'll rebuild it. How do you feel, Catherine? Hi, Evie. Okay, good. So I don't detect who I'm in your field, but I do detect um, a potential for some reason. It's this really intense feeling that it's been observing you. Okay. I don't see any crystallization. Um, See, hard to get your fire going at first. I think it was trying to see if it could fully extinguish your flame, if it could really interfere with the way your fire functions. So the card came out, be spontaneous. You have to find another way to combust. Don't use the same process. It has to be a new way, a different way, a way you've never used before. There's so many different ways to start a fire, right? Figure out a different way. I don't know. um, it's something about chemicals, seeing the different molecules, and how certain chemical reactions, the covalent bonds, and all of that, it can produce enough. It can produce enough of a chemical reaction that it will combust. Um, what's creepy about it though? I know if you don't understand, if you're not familiar with the subject matter of parasites, it can be creepy. But if you think about it, because you said it was watching her, that's creepier than just a straight attack. Actually, the fact that it was watching and studying shows that it knows she is a formidable force. It's not dumb enough to just attack her. First, it has to watch and see to make sure it can exploit a potential entry or a weakness. And so that means it knows, Catherine, it knows that you're badass and you've activated enough of your code to do some shit. So to me, I feel like that's proof that's an explanation as to why they're trying so hard to derail your process, to derail the progress, revert it back. You've come a very long way. You're not going all the way back. You can take a step or two back. That's fine. But you're not sliding all the way back. I tell you that right now. You are not sliding all the way back. You know that. I know that. It's not happening that way. Don't allow the glamour, okay, the spell casting, to convince you of anything other than you just had a step or two backwards. That's it. Sometimes you need to step back to be able to see the full picture. Okay. And that's it. So yeah, they're very much trying. 100%. I can feel it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Trying very, very hard. Trying to exploit any little bit of insecurity, no matter how old, no matter how insignificant. It tries real hard to exploit whatever it can. So, all right. All right. So, um, let me just hold on real quick. 1 second. The next person asked me to message them. All right. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. All right. So I've messaged the next person. Let's get you some cards. This is big. Okay. Okay. All right. Card number 33, ninth house, faith. You have to have faith in your process. Okay. This is something that it's an incoming sort of, I'll just say it. I'll just say it. I'm not even going to mince words. I see these cards immediately. I'm told something's going to happen at work. You're going to have to let go, but it's okay because you're going to get the money and owning, you're going to sell that house. And then you're going on the road. This looks like some sort of wheel. It looks like some sort of emblem, blessings, grand trine blessings. So be prepared for the whole world to kind of just like be shook up. It seems like this is starting. I want to know some. But I want to know. I was talking to Michael. I want to know some timelines, and he's like, you're not allowed to know timelines, but I want to know. Whatever, that's fine. You want to be greedy with time? That's fine. Let me. I'm told it's the other deck. Put this one back. That's one hell of a message. And owning. Okay, so heads and tails. Heads and balloon knots. I don't know. You're not going to be alone. Two halves of one coin leading to 100. Okay, so this is interesting. Oh shit. Oh no, I did it right. Yeah, no, this is definitely interesting. Let me pull a couple more cards to get better clarity. I want some confirmation on this. Is this accurate? I want more confirmation on this. And for the person that I'm reading for, if you want to privately message me any questions you might have regarding the information I am putting across, definitely feel free to. Hey, is there somewhere in California that's Echoing Hills?
Echo Hills?
Is there Echo Hills?
No.
Somewhere we've visited that has to do with echoes?
I don't know. There is in Hemet.
Hemet?
Well, it says golf course.
Mom says it's somehow connected that we know. Let's see. So you got Princess of Pentacles in reverse. This see, okay, wasteful, dissipation of ideas, prodigal, unrealistic. This is describing someone. This is totally describing someone. Yeah, this is describing someone. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Um, okay. So, yeah, definitely significant. And then Echo Park. Is that where homeless people live? Oh, Echo Hills is in Echo Park. Is that where a homeless community is? Okay. So the next card is the Hermit in reverse. Um, what is this? Oh, wait, I passed it. I passed it. All right. Mm-hmm. I still see the serpent in there. Dude has a ball of yarn. Okay. Hermit in reverse. Um, ooh, that's deep. That is deep. So it says Magus of the voice of light, Yod, which is destiny, hand. The magical lamp appears above the solitary figure wrapped in hood and mantle. So it's almost this sense that divine downloads going to be guiding you to this. Um, the lamp burns without wick or fuel. It's lit only by the lux of the universal fluidic agent. Even without fuel, the beam radiates in all directions. So this is about whoever this is referencing. It's like nonstop work, 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 work. Okay, nonstop work, burning for so long that there's no wick. The face that burns in the golden triangle is a symbol of the infinite and the eternal. At the bottom of the card are the cosmic egg and a shaft of wheat, dormant for years, but easy to nurture to life at the opportune time. So, I mean, this is telling me that one coin, two halves of one coin are going to be creating blessings, and it can be resparked at any time, but it has to be the opportune time. But don't try and rush it. Hastiness, rashness, prematurity. And the prematurity has to do with them still having contact with a serpent. Okay. An individual who speaks with a forked tongue. So definitely, and in addition to that, the additional message that I'm getting is they're still somewhat hiding who they truly are. They're not quite ready yet to allow the truth of who they are, their true face, to be fully seen. They're getting there though. You definitely have their attention. Okay. They're looking away from the serpent at this point. The serpent's trying real hard, flapping that tongue everywhere. Like, girl, can you just stop talking? It's like, girl, just chill, girl. Just chill. Just see that. So definitely, there's still a little bit of influence there. Still a little bit of influence. So, let's see. And then you have Four of Wands, Lord of perfected work. Notice how the feeling that I was given is like nonstop work. Work, 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 work. Work, 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 squander work, squander work, 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 squander work. That's kind of like what's going on right now. Um, and then the other half, which I assume would be you, would be the perfected work. Um, perfection, rest after labor, completion, subtlety, cleverness, beauty, romance, mirth, success. So, ooh, okay. So this is a symbol for Venus and Aries. What's interesting to me are the swans that are there. Um, oh, this is some shit. Oh. Shit. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is kind of tripping me out. So my attention is brought over to the swans. I'm like, ooh, black swan. Okay. La, 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 la. Is it? This is the female sign, right? Is it, do you guys know? I think that's the female, or is that the male? Man, I can't remember shit. Female symbol. What's that look like? Yeah, so that's a female. Okay, see? So the female is the one that's keeping safe that twin flame bond. There is a connection. Um, Notice how they're holding a circle. It's like they ride and ride and ride. And this is some like RV adventure. Notice that big ass wheel. Notice the coins. Okay, the coins and their bus wheels on the bus go round and round. It seems as though the blessings, okay, the circle again, the blessings are already in your hand. You are already nurturing a very sacred, safe space for that twin flame. There is a connection. Just kind of take it slow, I guess. And when I say take it slow, what I'm talking about is making sure that you listen to the guidance of your higher self. All right. So I hope that gives clarity instead of causing more confusion. Let me just. Okay. Let's see who's next. All right. Oh, okay. So you had, so I know it's not Sean. Was it Linda? Sean LaCour. It's Linda, right? Oh, Lauren. Lauren. Okay. So Lauren. So let us see. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Oh, girl. Okay. So this is the first card. Card number 31. Be spontaneous. Be spontaneous. You've been so wrapped up, rightfully so, and what you've been stressing about that you really have ceased to live. Okay. And I can't say that I would have reacted in any other way, in a different manner. You definitely you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. Um, but if you look, there's a little boy there. There's a little boy there, and she's holding his hand like she's about to come and pick him up. So definitely, it's this feeling that, this will happen for you. It's it looks as though things are being put into play already. Wow. There's communication going on, I think, between do you have telepathic communications? Um, do you have telepathic communications with your son? Your higher selves are communicating. Yeah, with your son. Are you guys able to communicate? See his higher self and then your higher self? Yeah. Um, this is very interesting. You have to shift the way you're processing this. You have to shift it. I don't know what has to be shifted. Hold on 1 second, okay? Okay. There's a hold on really quick. Are those petunias here? I think those are petunias. Give me 1 second. See, when you've been interacting with him, I know you've been putting on this front of like being very stoic, not letting him see how much he's destroyed you, how much this has affected you. Obviously, it's affected you. There's no way this can't affect you. Um, Aside from that, do you see? Does he get to see any like aggression? Not your son, but the ex. So I was led to look up. Maybe that's purple. I don't know. I was led to look up blue petunias. The symbolism of a petunia, the flower symbolizes anger and resentment, especially when they're presented by someone with whom you have recently had a heated disagreement. They can also symbolize your desire to spend time with someone because you find their company soothing and peaceful. So it's really describing where you're at in life right now, where you have a lot of resentment. That's where he's kind of your son kind of having to exist in. He has a lot of not your son, but the ex has a lot of resentment towards you. You have a lot of resentment towards him. There's a lot of arguing. You also want to spend time with someone that is going to help to soothe the way you feel, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a selfish thing. You do need some adult support at this point. I know that's probably supposed to be the moon, but right when I saw this, first I was told you need to find the meaning of the flower, and then I was told tell her she needs to embody Mars. Mars is the planet of war, is the Lord of War. Card number 41, be in service. It's like you and I can't again, I cannot say that I would do anything different than how you're handling things. Ugh. But the message, oh, did see, I'm telling you, girl. He doesn't tell, I didn't even know you had a reading with him. He doesn't tell me anything about his clients. I didn't tell him you were gonna contact him. Because that's how we work together. It's just kind of like, just message him. Okay, he'll take care of you. But that's how our work kind of flows together. You've made this whole thing your whole world. You exist in a vast ocean. There's full of messages. You're receiving so many messages from your higher self, but you're so focused on nurturing only this one aspect, which again, I can't blame you because if someone took my child, I would be fixated on that too, you know? So definitely these two cards are pointing out your need to God, I don't even feel right saying that. I feel like that's bullshit. I feel like that's a bullshit message, but that's just me personally. The message that I'm getting, show me your face. I want confirmation. I want confirmation. Before I continue on with any more of this, I want confirmation. Unless you can help me to understand why I would need to give that kind of message. Okay, I kind of understand. Okay. So before I even look up what this means, you have a book tied to your root chakra. And it's like you're trying to escape what looks like quicksand. Your knees are all bandaged up. So this tells me because with the knees, oftentimes knee issues occur when you have a hard time accepting yourself. This is about self acceptance. This is about feeling supported through your spiritual journey. You're definitely, all of the most painful parts. It's like you've written it down in a book because you refuse to share it with anyone else, and that's part of the weight that's causing you to sink deeper into that quicksand. So, 5 of Wisdom, the struggle to survive, loss, toil, stern determination, honesty. So it says the earliest accounts suggest this card was intended to represent individual effort, the struggle to survive and to create a good life, just as the Cathar did. It was the failure to achieve this that resulted in disaster, and the essential meaning of the card did not necessarily refer to failure. The associations with loss of money, difficulties at work, or a turn into less well-ordered and more difficult straits when the card is reversed. Um, okay, no, that's not it. Right, that's for the reverse. Yours was upright. So this is where you're at right now. Okay, you're really, really struggling right now. Yeah, that's what's making it difficult for me to read this, because I'm very much like you, where it's like, why would I involve anyone else in this mess? Let me just contain it, get it situated, because you know how strong you are. I know how strong I am. I know I can handle it. It might be really hard, but I can handle it. And that's kind of what you've been going through. But maybe this isn't about showing how strong you are. Maybe what this is all about is to show you that sometimes your perception, your definition of what strength is actually isn't strength. It's nothing but walls that have caged you in. And I think that's kind of what's going on, where all of this with your son is going to work out, because look, you're connected to your son, you're connected to your son. Again, you're connected to your son. There's nothing in these cards. Show your support. Allow someone to show you that support. Okay. There's nothing in these cards. Oh shit. That's interesting. So as you play with your child, there goes the X rowing away. Row your boat, fucker. You row. Keep rowing, motherfucker. I'm sorry. He got me real triggered. I swear. Girl, I swear. He got me triggered. Like, keep fucking rowing. Don't even look back. Turn on the engine, you cheap ass. Turn on the engine. Speed away. Just speed the fuck away. Leave the baby alone. But yeah, this is about really understanding. And look at that. That's you. Your child is trying to remind you that's you. You're a wildflower. You come with soft petals, but you're also equipped with thorns. It's time for you to start fighting. It's time for you to reflect this shit back instead of just allowing it to come in and come in and come in. See, look, I mean, are you going to get out of that quicksand by standing there trying to analyze? No. It takes movement. It takes action. It takes you making a decision. Hold on. Oops. There we go. No, that's not it. This one. So with this card, the strength card, preparation is itself a form of strength. So this is about strength, force, power, ability, courage, authority, a commanding presence. This is about you no longer just putting up a stoic front. Strength has been described as the warrior card, but this limits it, as it transcends the bounds of human ability, and all of the countless tales of heroic achievement are very much a part of this card's meaning. In readings, it signifies the eagerness of the seeker to get to the root of the problem. You may be required to tame the forces within you that seek to meet all opposition in a combative way. So this is about fighting smart. Okay, not just full-on confrontation, but also not just quietly trying to, mitigate. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna throw him for a loop if he's not used to you fighting back. It's just gonna throw him for a loop, Lauren. But you're gonna know how to fight back. Okay, so this is the Fool card. Only those of pure intent will prosper. Here's the problem, okay? With it in reverse, this means aimlessness, distraction, mistakes, carelessness, unwisdom. Is that even a word? Is that a typo? Or is that a real word? And it's about recklessness as well. So this is kind of calling you out. You're barely functioning because of all of this shit that's been piling up. And again, man, I can't say that you're doing anything wrong. You know what I mean? Like, as a mother, if you have to go through the kind of things that you're going through, fuck yeah, you're going to shut down. Yes, you're going to be mindless. Yes, all kind of different things that are going to be missteps, distractions, handled carelessly, you know, all of that. So it's very understandable, but we don't need to be understandable right now. Okay. We don't need to be the perfect person right now. What we need to be is someone that's focused, focused in such a way that's going to help you to support yourself. Your son has some messages. He has some messages. See, it's like you constantly giving the energy, which as a parent, you know, I would so be like that too. If I was in your circumstance, I would so be like that too, where I'm constantly giving of my personal energy. But at this point, it's like the message that I get is he's trying to tell you, you need to pull that energy back to you, that you need to be strong, like recognize your strength. Um, with your ADD, focus is not my strong suit. Let me tell you about ADD. Um, I have ADHD, and it gives me the ability to hyperfixate. Now, for the most part, I'm just kind of flighty, like little here, little there, you know, show me something shiny. I forget what the hell I'm talking about. But the moment it's something that's in alignment, it's hyperfixation time. You're not going to sway me from it. I'm going to continue to pursue that to my satisfaction. So, this is what you have to allow to come forward because you have so much ingrained within you that tells you, you know, you can't do that. You're too busy. You have other things you have to do. No, do that later. So, this is really about you making yourself the priority. When you make yourself the priority, the moment you begin to hyperfixate on things that you need to know about, what ends up happening is when distractions are sent your way by parasitic things, you can be like, no, that needs to wait. I'm doing something. This is important. And you're not able to do that right now because it's like you're being pulled in so many different directions. You're really being pulled in so many different directions. And that's how um, they keep getting one up on you. But I still feel like something significant happens in December. I'm trying to remember what I told you, but I don't remember. Did I mention something about December? The reason I keep getting one up on you is because you keep being left jilted, you know, off balance, off kilter. So, what you need to do is focus on balancing yourself. You can't keep fighting all these little battles um, because that depletes all of your energetic reserves. It just depletes all of your energetic reserves. Um, I'm kind of wondering, see how it sits with you. I make candles like this. They come infused with herbs and different oils. These are handmade candles. They're not just pretty. They're not just pretty. I make them for very specific purpose. The herbs and the oils pair together for very specific things that I want achieved. Um, I definitely think it's worth a try. The last I hope they don't mind. I don't think it had to do with the candles. I think it was just the mindset. But um, the last person that I know of personally that utilized my candles, um, they were trying to sell their house for quite some time, and then that I think it was the next day, the very next day after the candles, they got an offer. And they're in contract. So I kind of feel like that might be something you want to try. Um, I just feel like you have to make yourself the priority. That's hard to do as a mom. That's really, really hard to do as a mom. But if you want this to continue the way it's supposed to continue, I don't see any change. I don't see any change in what I was shown before. And the fact that I'm saying that is weird as hell because I typically don't remember what I'm shown. But I still see him coming home. I see some kind of like hullabaloo about paperwork and like you totally like got him right, clipped him under his feet, and he went flying, both legs in the air, and he was on his back. And your son comes home. I'm not saying that happens literally. I'm saying the energy of it, he didn't see it coming. He didn't see it coming. And you have to reserve your energy for that because that's going to be one big burst of boom. You know what I mean? You don't want to be like pew, 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 pew. That's what's happening right now. They're keeping you in a state where it's like pew, 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 pew. You don't want to do that. You want to like load up and boom. That's what you want to do. So, I can't guarantee that it's going to help. I can't guarantee that it's going to help. I don't want to give you false hope, but if candle magic is going to be what causes you to shift your perspective and hyperfixate on the task at hand, that'll make it very potent. That'll make it very, very potent. And I definitely, if you do select a custom candle, I have an apothecary and I can mix together things specifically for your circumstance. Okay. Yeah. No pew pews. No pew pews. No more pew pews, girl. Okay. So he has like this little Bic lighter, and then you're going to be like, oh, what is this? Oh, like, that's how it has to be. Okay. That's how it has to be. No more pew pews, just one big flamethrower, burn it all down, and it's done. Baby's home. Baby is home. All right. You have to really, if you're going to fixate on something, don't fixate on the negative because you're feeding the negative. You have to fixate on what you are trying to bring to fruition. Keep it in your head. No, he's coming home. It's just a little bit longer. Just a little bit more. He'll be home soon. He's coming home soon, maybe next week. The week passes. You know what? He'll be home soon, maybe next week. Keep telling yourself that until you're tucking him into his own bed. No joke. Keep telling yourself that and 100% believing it. And whenever Mr. Rowboat tries to engage you and trigger you in your head, like, this is going to be funny. Me and my son's going to laugh about this next week when he's home with me. Just don't worry. You don't have to say it to him, just say it in your head. I'm not worried. My son's going to be home next week. Or maybe not this week. Okay, next week then. Next week. He'll be home next week. And just keep telling yourself that until he is home. Let's see. All right. So I hope that helps you, okay? Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now we have. Oh, no. Wait, what? Okay, no, this is. Okay. That's not it. That is totally something else. All right, Renata.
That was a crazy flame.
Like this? My torch? This is some crazy ass shit. I want a new torch. This one's dangerous. I'm like, yeah.
That was pretty hot.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just like me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Renata, are you here? While we're waiting for Renata, huh?
She's here.
Okay. Lauren, I hope you don't mind me putting you on the spot like this. Yeah. Call him Mr. Rowboat. You guys, from the little bit that you heard about Lauren's circumstance, it's a very serious, very grave type of circumstance. She is a single mom, and this is a very intense need to be able to afford the best legal representation she possibly can to bring her son back home. Lauren, if you could post your PayPal link or your email. Anyone who resonates with her, is touched by her story, by her energy, you feel called to whatever amount, send it directly to her. Put up your PayPal, please. Okay? Put up your PayPal. Now is the time for you to allow yourself to be taken care of, allow yourself to receive. Yes, really. Please put up your PayPal. I mean, we can't force everyone to donate, but you guys, whatever you feel called in your heart to give, whatever you're able to, I'm 100% certain Lauren would be absolutely grateful. Absolutely grateful. So Lauren, please post your PayPal, either your paypal.me link or your email address. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm totally about empowering single parents, not just mothers, but single parents. For a parent who is struggling to get their child back home, that's Lauren, if you want to tell a little bit more. I don't want to put your business out there and say things you're not comfortable with people knowing, but it's definitely something, if you can help, please do try and help her whatever way you can. Okay, Renata. Let's see. Past life trauma release. Okay. But hold on.
This is terrible. It's really trying. Do that.
That was funny though. All right, Renata, breathe very deep and very slow. So this expedite simply removes the past life trauma. I don't analyze it unless the higher self really wants or needs me to. I don't analyze it, okay? Let's see. All right. How do you feel?
It's calm.
I have such a delay on mine. Oh, there. Her comment finally showed up. Good, good. So a lot of your past life trauma, the coding was contained in your low back. Um, on either side of your spine, right above your sacrum, and then towards the very bottom of your sacrum, around like tailbone area. So a lot of that was getting infused in your kundalini and being distributed throughout your auric field. So typically, what tends to happen when you go through an ascension cycle, when it gets triggered, you'll begin to accrete tremendous amounts of frequency in a very accelerated rate. And that uptick in frequency has a very high tendency to trigger an awakening of the Kundalini. Now, when the Kundalini gets triggered and awoken, and you have all of this previous life trauma kind of just encasing the beginning path of the Kundalini, because it goes up the spine back to the pineal. It picks up all of that trauma, and that's what gets distributed through your field. So that's kind of what was going on. There's a couple more bits of past life trauma that aren't contained in that area. It's more contained in the front belly region. I went to go remove it, and your higher self said, no, it's not time yet. So with that, do you have belly, like belly distension, like a swollen belly, like pot belly look, or what do you call it? Cramping or a hard time digesting? I'm going to be live again tomorrow, guys. The link will be open again for tomorrow's live stream. Sorry, I just didn't get enough sleep last night, and I don't want to be doing people's stuff half-ass, you know? Um, did Renata comment?
She says she's calm.
Okay. Oh wait, did I ask her a question just now?
I don't know.
I think I did. Do you have belly issues?
No, but I have lower back pain. That was from the car accident years ago.
Ah. So the physical trauma to the low back is what dislodged that coding and allowed it to um, kind of like shook it awake. Does that make sense? So that area, yeah. Well, hopefully, with the release of the trauma from that area, the back pain and the stiffness, achy, things like that, will kind of release. You do have very tight hip flexor muscles. You have a lot of muscle imbalance, your inner thighs versus your outer thighs, the way your erector muscles going up the lower back. Uh, all of that is kind of uh, what's it called? A muscle imbalance. I just said that right. Ooh, wait. I think I need to have actual coffee, not herbal tea. Can I have coffee?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys. All of this high frequency is making me go partially astral. I'm like, all right. So with that, with your back issues, as that begins to kind of self-resolve, you're going to have to do stretches. Okay, you have to do a lot of stretches. Your piriformis, um, the uh, the medius, the I can't even think. Oh, it's a part of your butt. It attaches at the top of your butt crack and it kind of wraps around the hips. That muscle in particular, that's constantly like flexed. So those are very tight. It pulls the bones slightly out of alignment the way you walk because you don't quite feel supported with your spiritual journey. That affects the knees. And the moment one component of your gait is affected, the whole thing is affected from your feet all the way up to your skull. Okay. So it's just little things that are kind of askew and it's creating a whole effect. Um, it has a lot to do not just with the car accident, that obviously that's a component. Okay. But that trauma triggered an accretion and the two paired together, it's like you've been stuck in an ascension cycle. I mean, you might want to consider a private session to try and correct that. It might work. Okay, it might work. But with that, that's the trauma that we worked on tonight. You have another set of trauma that's housed like kind of where the womb would be, very low beneath the womb, in between the ovaries, that region. So you might begin to experience like food intolerance, leaky gut type issues, irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, things like that. Okay. Um, yeah, you're processing through a lot. There were a lot of things that happened in previous lifetimes that are being processed in this lifetime for some reason. Not necessarily a bad thing, not necessarily punishment, but just a lot of things being straightened out and worked on in this life. Okay. So just be ready for that. I do encourage you to um, consider a private session. If you don't know which one to select, message my business page on Facebook or email contact@evolving.com. All right. So let's see. Derek Abram. Derek, is there something in particular you want scanned? I know I had seen Derek earlier. You're welcome, Renata. Derek, are you still here? Um, all right. What we'll do, we'll give Derek some time to come back. Maria Zobia. Okay, that one. And then, yes. Oh, there's Derek. Wait, is that a different Derek? Derek Abrams, right? Okay. Maria, I'll do you next because I didn't see you comment yet. Mark yours pending. So Derek, you want a general scan then? So, all right, let's see. Just breathe very deep and very slow. Is your stomach starting to feel weird? Like a weird like it's like there's a snake in your belly. Do you feel anything in your belly right now? Derek, I feel like you have a parasitic circumstance, a very pronounced one. Um, Multiple latchings detected in the low belly. Parasitic pouch detected 2 inches below your belly button. Latching detected at your pelvic floor between your legs. Latching detected spleen, liver, right side of your diaphragm, lower heart space, base of your throat, just beneath the center of your left clavicle, the entire right arm is covered with all kind of latchings, base of skull, behind left ear, left trap, upper inside portion of left shoulder blade, bottom of left shoulder blade, left adrenal, right ureter, sacrum, kundalini, right temporal lobe, Wernicke's area on the left side of your head, right parietal lobe, third eye, right tonsil. Oh, you just left a situation that was very toxic. It was very, very toxic. Very toxic. It looks as though your solar plexus, heart, from here all the way till your belly button, it looks like pretty much everything energetic there was scooped out. No, it's you'd be surprised. This is still not like scary serious. This is still well within an average type of parasitic latching circumstance. Very, very common. So sorry, Derek. It's a common thing. It's not, I know it's hard to hear it, especially if it's you, but it's still actually a very common thing. You're definitely going to need chakra reconstruction. You need a parasitic extraction. Are you wanting to learn how to do energy work on yourself? I think you have a pretty big lag in your Wi-Fi. Oh, it's a heart. I sucked it up.
Is it good?
It's so good. Has Derek commented on yours?
Nope.
Yeah, it definitely wants to
It says
interfere.
yes.
Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest. If you were to purchase all of the sessions you would need to correct all of the circumstance that I'm seeing, that's a fucking ridiculous amount of money. It's like ridiculous. I wouldn't pay that. I'd be like, okay, we don't really need that chakra, do we? What would be more feasible is a mentorship package. We would correct everything, and then you would be taught how to maintain it. So Consider that, okay? Definitely consider that. What I've done, I have sedated the parasites that were detected. That works for a little bit, okay? That I can resedate until it's your session, so that's not a big deal. My concern is this: one of your latchings is very ancient. It's trying to call other things. That's my concern. Um, have you been having sleep paralysis or like really intense dreams that are disturbing? The class on my website, my group, Kokoro 33, that's my energetic system. Um, Derek would need something more custom tailored to him, more specialized, because his circumstance is so intense. Um, I think it would be best to just do a mentorship, even if it's just like the basic mentorship. What would be ideal would be like a 6 week, but even just a basic mentorship that would at least cover all the things that you need, because the toxic circumstance that you left behind, um, was it a long-term narcissistic type of circumstance? And the fact that you had a feeling you were about to that I was about to ask that, I'm kind of wondering if you had to go through all of this to kind of get you to a point where you're forced, kind of like pushed into learning how to work energy. Yeah. Um, I have to be honest with you. Those dark dreams, they're not dreams. I keep seeing and hearing astral, astral. You're being yanked astral. So message my business page. Okay, message my business page. Um, yeah, I don't want to just leave you kind of in a lurch. Um, let's see, what can be done. Okay. I think the most economical way to get all of this work done, and all of it done at one time, would be the mentorship. I think that would be the best for you. I mean, that's not a good business practice for me, but I just want you to get better. Um, you feel like you're a Blu-ray. It feels like you are having a very intense trauma-induced accretion. Very, very intense. What color are your eyes? Excuse me. Did he answer?
No.
I know he has a huge delay. Something is tinkering with his connectivity. I can feel it.
Brown.
Brown? Did he say brown? Is it a light brown? Does it change color or is it a darker brown? This thing is you know what? It's okay. You don't have to answer that. Yeah, so the findings, um, I've gone ahead and sedated everything. Um, figure out what you want to do. message my business page if you need any clarity or further suggestions. You can book things directly through my website if you do choose to. Um, you know, you definitely should think real long and hard about how you want to proceed forward. Uh, just because there's so much inconvenience for your journey already. Um, I don't like to see it as, you're being victimized. You're just being inconvenienced. You're going to get past this. You're going to get past this. All right. It sounds kind of crazy, but they change from light to dark. Have they ever turned a hazily green? Um, that other one is just ugly, dude. All right, Derek. Definitely take your time to think about what you want to do and how you want to move forward. Okay. Let me see. Marie.
Quite a few.
She has two.
Mm,
The other one is for
oh,
the crystal infuser.
Huh.
Do you ever get sick of me singing like that?
no.
No? What?
Why did I get sick?
Oh, I love you. All right. Is Marie here? Uh, let's see. Marie Zubia. Do you see Marie Zubia?
Brianna Marie. Yes.
All right.
That's good. Huh?
She came in like a ninja.
Mhm.
Just slid right in. Didn't even hear her come. All right. Brianna. Okay, so it was a Claire Tarot. And then the other one was Phoenix Flyership. Okay. Um let's get you some cards. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's get these cards. Do you have some Native American blood? First Nation? Interesting. I don't know if it's this life.
Not that I know.
Maybe it's not this life. It's a very strong energy. I recognize this energy as a First Nation energy. It's swirling around you. Okay. So let's see. Ooh. This is intense. This has to do with a past life. Okay. So, card number 44, sacrifice. It seems as though in a previous life you had let something go. This was something that was romantic. Oh god. Are we really doing this twin flame shit? Um oh man. Oh man. Brianna, do you believe in Do you believe in twin flames? It's about to come back, girl. I'm so glad you said no. I think that's going to help you way more. The fact that you don't subscribe to all the bullshit that people are believing about the whole twin flame, whatever. So, because the butterfly that you let go is shown in an orange color, this is a sacral chakra connection. And then the 4 plus 4 are 2 equals standing side by side. And then you got the completion card. So with that, see that spade, it's upside down. It's a spade. That's indicative of the Kundalini, the serpent eating itself, the consciousness expanding in all directions. This is about the two of you communing, you and your butterfly. They're going through a process of metamorphosis. This is someone special to you. I think this might even be a healthy connection because you don't believe in the whole twin flame thing. This might even be like a healthy, a very healthy connection. So they're going through a transformation, and it's this reconnection that's going on in addition to them having the transformation. And the thing is, they're currently at a standstill because the point of their journey that they're at, it has to do with the shadow aspects. And as they're dealing with the shadow aspects, they're having a tendency to chase their own tail, to go round and round and round in the same fashion. But oh, I'm wondering if that's a third party. I'm seeing all these faces. They're going through something very intense. Very, very intense. Do you have dreams of someone? Do you have dreams of someone but you can't see their face? That's the person that I'm talking about. Why do you get to see their comments before I do?
Because they're refreshed.
This is about the cycle being completed. Fire. It's a ring of fire. It's about birth. Connection is imminent. It's imminent. There are those who are watching. Do you see those faces in the back? Watching. That's gross, dude. Like, I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't know how to feel about that. There's a lot of growth that's going on. The roots are going down deeper. This is a very intense connection that's about to come together. I want more confirmation, though. I definitely want more confirmation. I think I shouldn't be wearing 2 pairs of pants because now I'm hot. Actually, 3 pairs.
Yeah, pretty hot.
Thank you.
Super hot, actually.
Is it? You want to open the door?
Oh, no, hell no.
You're taking up all my oxygen. Oh my god. Did you guys see that? You're taking up all my oxygen.
No,
You didn't even care.
wait, no, no.
You're taking up all my oxygen. Ooh. Okay. Where's my Oh no. Did you see my book?
No. What does it look like?
Man, how is the book going to disappear? Can you check the floor? Pedro?
Before.
For a book like this that has little tabs in it? Pedro, I swear to God. How's that book just disappear? That's not funny, Pedro. Oh, little shit. Y'all, fairies can be little jerks, dude.
She wrote something.
Hmm. No, it's not the ex. This is something new. This is something new. It's not the ex. Okay, so this is someone who dreams about you as well. Seven of Cups. Fantasy, imagination, daydreams, wishful thinking. This person dreams about you. I don't know if they're aware of your face yet. They might not be aware of your face yet, but they definitely dream about you. You got Queen of Swords in reverse, narrow-mindedness, maliciousness, deceitfulness, vengefulness, a treacherous enemy, an ill-tempered person. That's what the standstill is about. I don't know if I think it's someone that they're dealing with, because remember they're where'd the face go now? He's calling you.
Yeah, no.
See, now I don't see the crazy. Oh, there it is. But I see another face that looks like Goku. So definitely he's going through a process. And this is preparing him to reconnect with you. I don't know that it's going to be romantic in this life, though. I don't know if it's going to be romantic. I think there's going to be a lot of things that make you guys not see eye to eye. Five of Swords, conquest, defeat, destruction of others, degradation, adversary may rise, revocation, infamy, dishonor. I'm wondering if maybe this is a false twin. Like a dark twin. Maybe it is your ex then. Maybe it is your ex. Does that sound like some things he would do? Be watching, going round and round in a circle, all in his shadow outside, like outside of reality. It sounds like him. Maybe this is about him then. Maybe it's a false twin. Hold on. I need more cards. I need more cards. Now I need to understand this. I need more coffee too. Actually, I have coffee. See, that's what messed me up last night. I was up till 5 a.m. because I had coffee. That's why I'm all like, shut the link down. All right, let's see. I want to know if this is the ex-boyfriend, because if it is, does he have a tendency to snap? Not necessarily physically strike you, but like grab you by the arms. See, Queen of Swords. I think it is him. This card just fell out. That's one hell of a card. And is he younger than you? Because this is intense energy. I don't know who it is. I don't even think this person knows who they are. Not even joking. There. So you got the Queen of Swords. This one just fell out. Perceptive, observant, subtle, quick, confident, graceful. Is your ex a Virgo or Libra? Because girl, looks like you took his head off. Yeah, that's the thing. I think this is about him then because it's like it keeps changing, like really nice and like, oh, what is that? Who are you? It keeps changing. It just keeps changing. Um, yeah, damn. Look at that. Look at that. Took his head off. And there is that like a smoke screen. Is he a Pisces? That's why. He probably is wanting to grab you and shake you in his head. That's what Pisces do. I say this because I'm a Pisces. Let me see. The High Priestess. Which I believe is a Pisces card. Hold on. Was this in reverse? Oh, yeah, it was in reverse. Ignorance, short-sightedness, lack of understanding. So High Priestess. Hold on. Yeah, it's the Pisces of the tarot. Yeah, this is about your ex. This is about your ex. This is probably why I was already at the very beginning like this. But I'm wondering if what I'm picking up on is him flip-flopping, like wanting to make it work real bad. And he's going to just make you so happy. And then if he doesn't get what he wants, like right when he wants it, like your agreement, okay, let's get back together. Okay, let's go out. Then it goes like dark, but it's beneath the surface. So you just see like the calmness of the top of the water. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, actually. It makes me wonder if he has a parasitic circumstance too. See, now what was a consciousness expansion? Girl, he's a fucking mess, is what it is. Like I can't. It's getting to a point where I just want to scan him because this shit is just bonkers. It flops, flip flop, flip flop. As soon as you start to read what the energy is, the energy shifts. I think he does have a parasitic circumstance. I think he has a parasitic. Yeah. Hold on. So Knight of Wands, departure, active, fierce. Is he see, Scorpio and Sagittarius? And then now I'm like, it totally seems like he's trying to romanticize this. Like if he has this big show, like if he arrives with both guns blazing, ready to take you, like, you know, you'll find that romantic. It's weird ass energy. Oh, I don't understand this at all. Nothing about his logic makes sense. Even for someone as illogical as me. Nothing that he, and it's this He wants to be raised up, put on a pedestal. He wants to be able to play you like an instrument. He doesn't really want to pay attention to you when he has you, but the moment you're gone, that's when he really wants you. But then at the same time, it flips over to like, I'm coming for you. I'm your knight in shining armor. And it's like, but no, bro, I don't know. This is fucking crazy. It's just back and forth. And I think this is you and this is your higher self. Your higher self is just like, get this lesson over with already. And you're like, I'm going to behead. This is crazy, girl. How you put up with this? How long were you two together? Oh my God. Yeah. And then he pulls in some of that Scorpio energy. Because Pisces can tap into any of the other signs, that the energy of any of the other signs. And he seems to tap into the manipulative, darker aspects of each sign. Because for a moment there, I was like, yeah, see, look, it's his sign. It's like a very unbalanced Scorpio. And I was like, wait a minute, no, wait, you said Pisces. So yeah, no, I think he legit has like mental issues. You were together for 5 years. At any point when he got really mad, did he look like he wasn't there anymore? Did his face just change? Like he just looked like a totally like, whoa. Okay. I think he does have a parasitic circumstance. I think he probably believes you're his twin. Does he believe in that kind of stuff? Does he like does he believe in like the whole soulmate thing? Because it's this sense that you guys are for each other, that you have to be together. Or could he possibly believe it and not necessarily use the terms? Because now I'm like, am I misreading this? Because this shit's a hot mess. It really is a hot mess. I don't know how you were able to get through 5 years of that. That must have been a lot of love, tolerance, and patience. Because this doesn't feel like it's something new. It feels like it even extends into a previous life where you let it go in that previous life and it's like it's trying to be finished off in this one. I think he hides a lot of things. That's the general feeling at this point. He hides a lot of things. I don't think he even knows who he is. I think he tries to use logic because he's so full of fear. Being a Pisces that was ruled by fear, because I had a lot of parasitic circumstance early in life. I needed logic. Logic was my crutch because really logic will not allow for the explanation of demonic behaviors, demonic possession, demonic interference, none of that. So when you use logic, um, you can then hide behind that and be like, no, I didn't really experience that. No, I didn't really see a demonic face right in front of my face while I'm wide awake. I wasn't sleepy, none of that. I'm not hallucinating. Logically that can't happen. So it didn't happen. And that's kind of the energy that I feel off of him. It's kind of sad actually, but it's not your job to heal him. It's not your job to fix him. And you know that. So I'm glad you decided to step away. He's very addicted to you. Very. I still feel the energy flip flopping. Yeah, no, your higher. Did you see the picture where she beheaded him? Your higher self was like, just get this shit over with. Like, just take his head off. All right, I'm going to go ahead and begin your energetic portion, okay? So the Phoenix Fire Shield upgrade. Um, your higher self is requesting for a specific type of shield recalibration. So you're sure he is just very logical, right? That he's not experimenting in other types of arts or modalities, energetic, magical modalities. I just want to make sure so I understand. I don't know if he's trying to access you. I think they did then. Because you say, yes, funny you bring that up. He cheated on me with a girl who does that magic stuff, and I feel like they both did something to me. I always had that feeling that he's into that stuff, but he never. I think he's into it. I think he's into it. So I'll be very upfront with you. What your higher self wanted me to do, in addition to what your expedite is, was a full on curse removal. So I guess maybe you just needed that confirmation. I don't think it had as much of an effect as was intended. I don't want to make accusations. Um, do you know if they're still in contact? I don't want to make accusations, but I do see residual attempts on the outside of your auric shield. Who tried it? I don't know. Are you currently still you asked earlier, right? If pregnant people can get energy work done? Okay. Just breathe. I'm not going to enter your field at all. Whatever's not yours organically, whatever is not um, present in your field to grow you in the most compassionate way possible, it's being pulled out, okay? You might feel a little bit of movement in your belly. Um, and the movement is not because anything is being done to the baby. Babies, even the unborn, they get very excited around my energy. You start like doing all kind of, rolling around and stuff. It's so adorable. Do you know what you're having? You're having a girl? I see it like it flip flops between a girl and a boy. You're not having twins, are you? Ah, you're having twins. Now you're sure they're both boys? I think one of your boys might be a girl. That is oh my god, when you give birth, can you, like, send me a picture? They're cute. Okay. Okay. Um, have you had dreams of him, um, like attacking you? Dreams like where he's killing you or, like brutalizing you, but it's not in this life, or like chasing after you, things like that? Okay. Now it makes sense why everything is so fucking insane. Wow. Man, girl. Okay. So the reason I wasn't able to pin down what the heck is going on, because I'm like, it keeps changing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. God, this is intense. Um, the two of you were together in a previous life, which was, I put all the fucking cards away, which was shown in that card with the orange butterfly. Um, he actually murdered you in that previous life. Um, and the whole twin thing that came up in the very beginning, remember, I was like, it's a very balanced and beautiful type of connection. And then you started asking about the ex, and I said, no, 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 it's not him. This is someone you haven't met yet. Um, but then everything kind of got muddled. One of your children, one of your babies is your twin. That's why it's contained within the circle expanding. It's one of your unborn children. That is so beautiful. Oh my God. So one of your babies is your twin. I don't know which one. I don't know which one. This is just if you guys thought souls had like some linear trajectory and it was very easy to understand the soul connections, and and then people have this concept of, but my twin is supposed to be in a relationship with me. Okay, what y'all got to say about this? She's carrying her twin. Oh God, that's beautiful. Wow. So here's the message that I get. Um, it's this sense that you guys, you and your twin, one of your onboard children, was actually in a very loving relationship. I think you and your ex were possibly married, and you had like a extramarital something going on with your twin. And I think he was abusive in that life. I think he definitely was abusive in that life. And when he found out that you were happy with someone else, he actually murdered you. Um, I mean, I don't think he's going to murder you in this life, but that's kind of the sense that I get. And that's so sweet. Oh my God. Your twin was so destroyed by the fact that he wasn't able to make it in time to protect you. And so he decided to come back and be a part of your life in this way. So there's no separation. There's no like risk of complication with what happened before. You guys wanted to have one of the purest connections and experiences in this life, be in each other's lives. So sweet. Oh my God. Oh. I like that. I like that a lot. So I completed your energy work. Right, I'm about to cry. Why can't I have a story like that? No, I don't want a story like that. Mine is similar because my twin keeps murdering my husband. What the fuck's your issue, bro? Like, I'm really sick and tired of this. So no, it's really, really beautiful. It's really beautiful. I don't think your connection with your ex in this life is a punishment. I think they're not quite done with their demonic latchings. I think that's what happened in the previous life too. I think they had the same latching. And is he the dad? Is he the bio dad? Because if he's the bio dad, the sense that I get um, is that it's helping you to really just come to terms with things. He's not. I say thank God because it's like, I mean, hearing this kind of stuff, you don't want to be stuck with them and having to co-parent. That's, that might be very judgmental of me, but that's just the truth. You don't want to have to co-parent with someone for the rest of your life because that's a full entire life commitment. You have to be in each other's lives. And I know that, yeah. Thank God. But I think his presence definitely helps to frame everything a lot better for you. It really helps you to understand the gravity of the happiness that you're having, what it's like to not be around that type of toxicity. You don't really understand how to fully appreciate something until you experience the polar opposite of it. So whatever dark stuff was done, it's undone. Whatever is attempted later on, if I want to say they're not going to, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be pissed off. He's winding himself up. I wouldn't be surprised shortly after you give birth that he wilds out. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised. But I want to say they're not going to try again, but the feeling is they probably might. With that said, I don't care because the coding that I use to encrypt the outside of your shield will devour whatever is sent. So it doesn't matter anyways. They can send all they want. He's showing some, yeah. Because you're his. You know what I mean? You're his. How dare you move on without him? It's like a really sick back and forth. Like, God, but I love her. But that fucking bitch, I love her. I'm like, dude, you're sick. You're for real. Like, I think mental health issues as well as full-on possession. I wouldn't be surprised if he has schizophrenia, like legitimate schizophrenia. Be safe. Okay, don't let him stress you out. You have amazing, amazing life ahead of you. That's just so beautiful. That really made my night. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let us see. Next is Deb Lashbrook. All right, Deb. What would you like the Claire Tarot for? You're welcome. Don't forget to send me pictures of the babies. I'm obsessed with children. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. All right, Deb, let's get started with you. Yes. I went and visited my siblings over Thanksgiving, and I tried to hog the babies. I so tried to hog the babies. My youngest nephew wasn't having none of it. He was just like, look, woman, I just learned to walk. Okay. His older brother, though, he was all up on me. I loved it. Oh, hugged up on my face. Like, yeah, he likes me. Okay, Deb. Let's see what your higher self says. I think this has to do with your health. I think this is basically to do with your health. the way you've been approaching it, and confirmation. So first you got the white Tara, sensitivity. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Which you already know, Deb. You already know. You definitely, you're increasing in sensitivity because you're rising in frequency. You know that the higher your frequency goes, like the higher you're anchored, the more sensitive you become to, the stereotypical human existence of um, conventional cleaners, the harsh chemicals, processed foods, all of that. You have to show yourself enough compassion, because the white tower is about compassion, right? Um, about being sensitive to your needs. So you already know that. You're already on that path. This is just confirmation. You have to stick to it. You definitely have to make it a point to stick to it. That might include really solidifying the plan of a small size fridge just for you and for your food. Good night, Caprina. So, Erin, peace. There's no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. And look at that. She has fresh fruits. um, that's interesting. Deb, look up the health benefits of purple fruit. Purple or blue fruit, like Concord grapes, things like that. Oh, that's wow. Okay, so if you look, there's a bunch of dolphins, right? 3 of them. They're often tied to the aquatherion. Um, this is about high level angelic coding, very evolved type souls. Uh, you're definitely being given confirmation you're leveling up ridiculously high. I wouldn't be surprised if the amount of strand activation you've sustained is probably counting somewhere in the 20s at this point. That's pushing the edge, pushing the envelope for um, your human existence. What I mean by that is when you get to that level of ascension, uh, you really will find it hard to be compatible with conventionally grown foods, conventionally prepared foods, conventionally raised meats, veggies, all of that. It becomes very, very, very difficult. Very difficult. You're going to have to modify quite a bit. You're going to have to modify quite a bit. I mean, you're already willing to do it. Wait, what? I'm being shown a rhinoceros and a rooster. What looks like a steel trap cage, the kind where it's like a rectangle, and the front and the back opening go up, and when it's triggered, when the animal's in there, both sides close. I don't know if you know what that looks like. I don't even know what the hell the rhinoceros means. I'm just kind of getting the feeling that the rhinoceros is you. I don't know if this is previous life and it's a humanoid. I just see like a rhinoceros face. Big horn, the mouth, but like the pointy upper lip is pointy. Um, but then I see hands. Fingers are short and stubby, but you definitely have, oh, you have 6 digits. You have a thumb and 5 fingers. Do Anunnaki have? Wow! 6 fingers. Rapa Nui. The Birdman cult. Oh shit, Deb. Okay. I Googled how many fingers do the Anunnaki have. I'm gonna just hold on. Okay, so it says you find people on the island today with 6 fingers. Birdman from the eastern island Rapa Nui. They say that the rim of Rano Cow became the center of a Birdman cult. Birdman, I read that and I immediately go back to your galactic genealogy. So, that's very fascinating. That's very fascinating. So this is a lot of your dormant coding is going active. Hold on. And then you have Nemitona, sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. You've been itching to have a sword made? Or was it a dagger? I think it has to do with that. I definitely feel like there's stuff. I'm just trying to really hone in on what your higher self is trying to say. I don't understand. I've never watched the show. Okay, let's talk about it. Deb. I've never watched this show. My husband keeps trying to get me to watch it, but I never have. And I keep hearing it. Mandalorian. What is that about? I think it has to do with some of your history. What is this? It's a bounty hunter. Oh, this is where the baby Yoda is from. My husband keeps showing me baby Yoda. Like, are you trying to say I'm like a baby Yoda? Is that what you're trying to say? He sent me this meme of baby Yoda talking about he's too short. What do you guys mean? Yes. I am not a baby Yoda. I will kick your ass like a grown-up Yoda. Okay. I'm just saying. So Deb, this one is for you too, Deb. Mauve, cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. You have to honor it, okay, Deb? I know you get frustrated if things limit you. I know you like to be able to decide for yourself. Everyone does. Everyone likes to be able to decide for themselves, but you have to listen to your body, okay? Oh, he's in Yoda's family, see? He's not baby Yoda. He's from Yoda's family, not Yoda himself.
Of course not. He's only 50 years old.
You know, I'm going to look that young when I'm 50. I'm cutting out sugar. I'm cutting out sugar. I'm going to look that young when I'm 50, okay? I'm going to look like I'm 12. Y'all don't be knowing. All right, Deb. Wait. I needed to pull a couple more cards for you. This deck. Your higher self said there's something else. Deb, turn on the skin. Remote viewing. Charge your A-OK. the curse, the blade, the seer. You will see all of this coming before it actually arrives. Look at the crow. It's going to let you know. Your higher self will let you know before the arrival. You already have your war paint on. You're ready. You're ready. You have what it takes to defend. And this is the intent, to silence and limit. Hold on. I'm told there's another card. More. So this has to do with your health. This has to do with your health. You felt it in the solar plexus. In the solar plexus. Solar plexus. This has to do with your health. Solar plexus. The medicine wheel. The sweat lodge. You're going to be healing yourself at this point. The period of distraction is done. It's done. It's time for you to see healing is imminent. You see the numbers? 4554. Healing is imminent. Change is imminent. So, is there something else that you want me to show, Deb? Which deck is that? Hold on. Hold on, Deb. They're making me get out decks that I've put away. Okay. There we go. This is a message from your higher self. Oops. Oops. Oh, what deck is that? Well, I already have all of those. I have the whole collection. What? Okay. Hold on. All of this. So 1 and the 3rd. All right, Deb. Brightness of your future. Listen to your discontent, your yearning. You want something true. You should not just be quiet and get back to your day job or how things have been, as if you are making a drama out of nothing. You are meant to be moved by these feelings, to become alive. Trust in the brightness of what is meant to be. So that's what this card says. And then you have this card. It's never too late. If you have forgotten who you are, know that your true self has not gone away and never will. Underneath every layer of conditioning, under all twisting and turning and trying to fit into some shape to please others, your true self remains true, ready and waiting to rise up in original gorgeousness and glory. It's never too late for you to choose to be you. So, okay, final card. All right. Why are you like levitating in all of them? What is going on, Deb? What the hell is going on? Like, girl, what is going on? She levitating and everything. Everything, girl. All right. Love your body and live your dreams. I want you to experience all that life has to offer. I want you to see your dreams coming alive in the world. When you love the sacred soul animal of your body as I love you, then you will manifest all that is divinely meant for you and thrive. So there you go. You're about to thrive, Deb. This is really about your healing. You made it happen. You found the answers that you needed. And now you're going to be implementing the solutions that are necessary for the actual healing to occur. Just please be patient. This is what your higher self is saying. Just please be patient. It took you this long to find the answer, but you were able to find the answer. So it's going to take a little bit of time to implement the solutions. Don't lose your patience. Okay. It could possibly be. It could possibly be to burn stuff away. Maybe the exposure to the chemicals was enough to lower your frequency, and something was trying to breach, and that's why you had such an intense reaction. We don't know. I wouldn't put it past that. I definitely wouldn't dismiss that. Your intuition is highly developed. It's highly developed. And I mean, I've told you that before. Your intuition's very highly developed. When you get that little feeling, I'm more inclined to say yes, yes, than anything. I tend to not question your personal intuition. I've seen enough to know how accurate you are. So let's see. I hope that helps, Deb. Nicole Day. Okay. Nicole Day, are you here? Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
Gosh, there she is.
When Jesus washed, when Jesus washed, when Jesus washed,
Jesus was.
wash my sins away. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. All right, you wanted a question about love and career. Let us see. La, 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 la. Okay. Okay. All right. I know that's the card that your higher self wanted. And then it was this card. Hold on. Oh my God. Okay. Here's the thing. Did you have a relationship that just ended? You thought it was a twin, and you're kind of feeling a little bit destroyed that it didn't work out because you were willing to go the distance with it. That's just crazy. I could have sworn it was right at the top. Gosh. So it was this. All right. This is just weird. This is just weird. So I had seen this card at the bottom. This usually talks, it's more about like a twin separation. One of you is a runner. The other one is kind of just, I guess, doing their thing. You feel like he's your twin. So is there a separation between you guys right now? Like you're not actually in a relationship, right? Oh, so wait. So you were in a relationship, but it ended a few years ago, but you're still in contact. So then that would describe this phase. And I was I was being a little manipulative, I guess. I was like, I'm not doing another twin reading. And so I kept shuffling, and And then this card ended up at the bottom where there was a disconnect. Okay, so basically, one of you kind of withdrew into yourself. The potency of that connection probably was a little too intense. Whoever withdrew was not ready for that level of connection. So completely not connected, kind of at different places in your lives, thinking about different things. One of you is, I don't necessarily feel like the other fish is about dating. It seems more like career. One of you is focused more on either furthering a career that's already established and you're comparing yourself to colleagues, or you're already trying to start a new career and you're looking at what the competition is like. Whereas the other one is more interested in a very heartfelt connections, but you guys aren't seeing eye to eye. So with that, and then Michael was like, you better stop that. Take out, he was telling me that it's not nice to ignore that I already got the feeling that this card was supposed to be pulled for you and that I had to go through the deck to find this card because this was your message. So as I'm going through the deck where I believed this card was supposed to be, what actually was there was this card. So card number 13, Power of Attraction. I think maybe this is explaining some of the history that you've had, and possibly you're entering this phase where the two of you are kind of more focused on a very deep connection. Both might be getting ready to open themselves to a deep connection with someone else, like a life partner. There was a secondary message. Hold on. That the message went too fast. I didn't process. I don't know what you said. I can't make any sense of it. Does he wear ties for work? Or did you go to someone's wedding together before you split up? It's a gray tie. Um, I don't know what to make of this. You're like overloading me with information. No to both. Do you guys still share mutual friends? Because I keep being shown the same like scene. He's a bus driver. Um, no. It looks like, I don't know if someone has a nice condo, like in a high-rise type of condo, more modern finishes. I don't know if it's a hotel room. It looks like you're getting ready to attend a wedding. I don't think it's your wedding, but it's like you guys are guests at a wedding. I see a white long sleeve shirt and he's doing his tie. It's a gray tie. Um, I don't understand what this is. And you guys don't have common friends. Did he move away or did you? Did you move away from where you did? Is anyone that you know getting married in the next few months? The sense that I get is there's some sort of event. I want to say it's a wedding. That's the sense that I get, that there's a wedding, not yours, but I think maybe you ask him to be your date, your accompaniment to the wedding. And
No, but I have been watching 90 Day.
no, girl, it's not 90 Day Fiance. I think there's going to be some increase in communication. Is this something where the two of you are going to jump into a relationship? I don't think you're going to jump into a relationship. I think if this is something that gets rekindled, which I'm kind of feeling like it might. Um, there's things that need to be discussed. He wasn't very honest. Um, there was a funeral recently. No, girl, this didn't feel like a funeral. This felt like a wedding. With the way the temperature felt, I want to say maybe mid to late springtime. So that's still a ways away. I don't know how weddings go. When do they send out invitations? I went to the courthouse. I was like, there's no fucking way I'm going through that drama. No, I don't think so. I don't know how soon people send out wedding invitations or save the date stuff. But this feels like middle to late spring. Wait a minute. So maybe later because of where you're at. It feels like middle to late spring type of temperature in California. So slightly cool. In the sunshine, you're warm, maybe have a light cardigan, that type of weather. So let's see. Oh, he's been saying he wants to go there. He's on the he's on the West Coast because it has a West Coast feel, like California feel to it. When I say he wasn't very honest with you, I don't mean that I feel he was being shady. I don't feel that. I feel like he felt way more than what he let on. It scared him how deeply you connected with him. He's never been connected with anyone like that before, and it just really scared him. He needed some time. He has a little bit of a habit of some mild self-sabotage. He doesn't really know how to accept the good things in life. And you are one of the few really good things. Not to say that his life is horrible, but you were really a bright spot of his life. He said that to you recently. Well, girl, card number 23, defense to the end, the worthwhile. You better get on his ass. I was saying, I'm saying this card jumped out. It jumped out of the deck. So there's a potentiality that you might really be picking up on like a twin connection. There's a potentiality. I don't feel what I sometimes get from other people when they say, oh, he's my twin, like that obsessive, that's mine. Yours is more like, we've just kind of kept in each other's lives. I haven't really connected with anyone in this way. I'm not really committed to us having to be together, but it just has this sort of ease to it that it's like, I don't know if I'm going to find that with someone else or if I want to find that with someone else, but I also don't want to trap him if he's not wanting to be. It's like a really chill sort of connection that you've maintained. It doesn't feel unbalanced. Michael. I said it doesn't feel, and then I heard him say unhinged. Yes, it does not feel unhinged. So, yeah, no, this is actually really nice. It's really nice. I think the two of you needed to experience quite a bit of life away from each other. Um, Not necessarily because of toxicity. There was some immaturity that was going on. I don't know the details, but it's a sense of immaturity, a lot of fear, um, a lot of just he's used to sabotaging things. He's used to trying really hard only for things to end really ugly. And so um when it hadn't ended, it kind of weirded him out. It kind of just really weirded him out. Yeah, you're his one that got away, but actually you didn't get away. You kind of just have been hovering around doing your thing, not being obtrusive, intrusive, I mean, not obtrusive, but intrusive. Right. I don't know. I don't know what I mean. But yeah, I think you're headed back to California then. If he's in California, well, is he in California? Well, you know what? You don't got to tell me where he's at. It's definitely a West Coast feel. Um, do you live in a high rise?
BC, Canada.
Do you live in a condo, like high rise type condo? Or does he? Is the summer nice and yes, yes, because I've been to Vancouver in the summer. Um, it's that feeling. It's that feeling. That's the kind of weather that I would experience in like mid to late spring in California. But we went not dead of summer, summertime. And yeah, that's the kind of weather I remember. Oh, he's in Vancouver. That's where I went. Vancouver. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. I like it. I like the synchronicities.
That's her hometown.
Oh, is that her? Why do you get the comments before me?
I'm dope like that.
Yeah, well, I think you go back. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a wedding. I wouldn't be surprised if someone is planning a wedding. They just, you haven't found out yet because you've been busy with your life, and you get a letter in the mail inviting you. It unless this is just a date that you guys are going on, but he's putting on a tie. He's looking pretty dapper in a tie. So yeah, in regards to your career, I'm asking your higher self if there's anything. So, okay, Nick, here's the thing. Okay, you excel at everything you do. That's just how you are. You excel at everything that you do. Anything that you want to accomplish, nothing's going to stop you from accomplishing it. Um, Career wise, um, you have a lot of potential. Are you going to be happy? I don't think so. I don't think you're going to feel satisfied or fulfilled. Um, I think you're probably going to end up moving back home. And this is not because you failed. I think because you recognized your reason for moving in the first place was from a place of hurt, probably. You know, um, I think part of the reason why you were open to moving all the way to the other side was to remove yourself from the environment that reminds you of things that you don't really want to address within yourself. You're definitely not broken, but um, you struggle with perfectionism. And because there were certain aspects that you couldn't fully control the way you wanted, like the outcome. And it's not that you were trying to boss anyone around or dominate anyone else. It's really all just about you. Um, it was too much for you to process, to cope with. And it's a very deeply buried thing. I don't know if you're even cognitive of it yet, maybe slightly, but you removed yourself to see what you could do somewhere else. Um, and you're going to see that you probably want to go back home, but I don't think that's going to happen right now. Um, I think you're probably gonna, because you are stubborn too. It's pretty badass. I think you're probably gonna like, no, you need to prove to yourself. You're not gonna go home with your tail between your legs. Um, I think no matter what you do, you're gonna be very successful. No matter what you do, because failure is never an option for you. I think this life. Are you Capricorn? It's like a Capricorn kind of energy. Like whatever mountain you get dropped off at, you're gonna climb that all the way to the top. It's that type of energy. No one's gonna stop you. Once you're focused, you're focused. You're not falling, you're sure-footed, but you do have a very strong sense of dissatisfaction. Um, and I wouldn't be surprised if you feel a sense of like, maybe I'm just never satisfied, you know? Ooh, Pisces, Aries, Libra. Hmm. I think it's the Libra in you that caused you to move all the way. And I think that really fiery Aries moon is pretty much directed at yourself quite a bit because of that Pisces placement. I don't know shit about zodiac, just so you know. I'm just going by the feel of what you wrote. I don't know shit about zodiacs, but your energy feels like Capricorn energy. It might be the Pisces in you that's drawing in from the Capricorn. Um, did I read for you before? Were you the one with the wing? The missing wing? Or am I just making that up? Oh, that's why. You're going to go back home eventually. After you prove something, you're going to go back home eventually. Did your back issues resolve? Did it get better? See, it's crazy if I remember that kind of detail. It's some stuff going on if I remember that. Yay! She's normal now. All right. Well, I hope that answers your question, gives you more clarity. Um, gosh, I'm very curious. I'm very curious what his thoughts are, but I think I think you already know what his thoughts are. I think you already know, and you kind of just have to prove something to yourself right now, you know? Yeah. So, you guys, 3 hours and 33 minutes. 100% 808. Um, yeah. Yeah, it is deep, very deep. You guys, thank you so much for sharing this space with me. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe to my channel, turn on that notification bell, join me every single time I'm live. If you missed the opportunity to get an expedite tonight, I will be live again tomorrow and you'll be able to get an expedite then. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bye.